Hey my dudes, my name is Cecilia and welcome to my kitchen here in Stockholm, Sweden. This week we are making Midsommartårta. Midsummer is a huge holiday here in Sweden. It celebrates the longest day of the year. People dance around the midsummer pole, you eat pickled herring and lots of other fish products, and you drink a lot of snaps and you sing a lot of songs. It has become absolutely one of my favorite holidays and I look forward to it every single year. This year is more of a toned down midsummer for me. It's gonna be me and 4 close girlfriends, so just the 5 of us celebrating. And so I wanted to do a Midsommartårta that was classic, but also simple and easy, but also elegant. Basically, I didn't want to reinvent the wheel. So on the bottom is a classic Swedish sockerkaka. Sockerkaka literally translates into sugar cake. And think of like the classic American yellow cake. This is the Swedish version of that. We have some vanilla whipped cream, and then Swedish strawberries are truly at their peak right now, and it is not midsummer or Midsommartårta without Swedish strawberries. This cake couldn't be easier to make, so let's go make it.
First things first, prepare your cake pan. I'm using a spring form, but you don't have to. Oil the bottom generously. Take a piece of parchment paper, fold it into quarters, and then into a triangle, and then in half again to make a thinner triangle. Cut the top to make a circle. Cover the bottom and then oil the bottom again and up the sides. Set that to the side. Into the bowl of your stand mixer, put 130 grams of butter and 165 grams of sugar. Pop onto the stand mixer and using the paddle attachment, mix for 2 minutes on high speed. After 2 minutes, scrape down the sides, add 1 egg, and mix for another 2 minutes. Scrape down again, add the second egg, and mix for another 2 minutes. Scrape down yet again, and then add in half of the flour, approximately, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. At this point, I like to mix by hand just because I think it's more gentle, but you could do it with the machine if you'd like. Just stop as soon as all the flour has been incorporated. Pour in 40 grams of milk, 25 grams of vegetable oil, and about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That might have been more than a teaspoon. Mix until fully combined. Add the rest of the flour and again, really scrape around the sides and underneath so there are no dry spots. Pour into your prepared cake pan and smooth out the top of the batter so it's one even layer. Bake at 185 degrees Celsius for 20 to 25 minutes.
This cake is so beautiful, and I know that it's done because when I stick a toothpick in the middle, it comes out clean.
Scrape all the way around, then release the sides and let the cake cool completely.
While our cake cools, let's whip some cream. You're gonna want about a deciliter-ish of cream. I'm gonna throw in a tablespoon of powdered sugar, but that's just because I like things on the sweet side. I also have this really fun like vanilla bean powder, and I'm just gonna throw that in again, just because I think it's fun. It's literally dehydrated and powdered vanilla beans. You could throw in vanilla extract, vanilla sugar, or again, skip it. It's really up to you. You could, of course, whip this in the stand mixer or using a hand blender or whatever, but I just like whipping cream by hand. I'm gonna stop it here because I know I'm gonna have to whip it up a little bit when we actually put it on the cake. This is now completely cool. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I'm actually as good as I think I am in my mind. Or, come on. Oh, you're just oily, okay. Upside down, come off. This also, I can do this because it's 100% cool. If you were gonna try to do this while it was still warm, your cake would just like fall apart. So don't do that. Put that to the side. It really is strawberry time here in Sweden, and they are so beautiful. I like them in nice big pieces, so I'm just gonna cut mine in half. I also picked some elderflower this morning. It's just at the beginning of elderflower season here in Stockholm. You can use any type of edible flower, or you can skip it altogether, or use like an herb or something. You do you. All right, let's whip this up a little bit more. Now, important, you want it to be whipped up and kind of stiff like this, but do not go beyond this. No grandma whip here. We're all about simplicity today. We're literally just shoving this whipped cream on top of here, all the way out like this. You also want to under whip it just slightly because even me moving this around like this is in a way working and whipping the cream. And so if it's already at that like grainy point, it's never gonna get smoother by you constantly like working with it. I want it fairly thin and a nice little like almost hollow for me here in the middle. There we go. And then we're just gonna pile all of our strawberries on here. If you just like let it happen, they'll look really beautiful and organic. And if you try to place like every single one carefully, then they won't look beautiful and organic and you'll just drive yourself nuts. Says I, who'm starting to really place these very carefully. And then I have some really little berries that I think I'm also gonna put up there just because they're so cute and whole, just as they are. Or maybe do I want, oh, with their little toppies on? Just kidding. Oh my goodness. How cute is this? What? I act like I've never seen a strawberry before. So adorable. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Don't wanna go overboard. Oh my goodness. Elderflower. Oh, a midsummer dream. Now, elderflower is like completely edible. It's not poisonous or anything, so don't worry about it. Try not to fuss with it too much, which is what I'm doing now. And then your eyes just kind of get like almost tired of seeing it and you can get really like about it. And it's just supposed to be like free. And if you try to like too much, then it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be organic and beautiful and nice. I'm gonna call this good enough. This is a little bit messy of a cake to cut into, but honestly, you're probably drunk by the time you cut into it at the party anyways, so it kind of doesn't matter. Ooh, yeah, nice, beautiful. How can it be bad, right? So insanely good. Classic, simple, easy. This cake couldn't be more simple, it couldn't be more delicious, and I think you and your guests are really going to love it for Midsummer. I hope that you have a great holiday if you celebrate, and if you don't, I hope that you have a great week, and that I will see you around sometime soon. Hejdå!
Midsummer moose!
Mother, I've never even seen one swimming.
Holy it's
yeah.
here for me. Sorry.
Look at that.
That's my ride, guys.
Oh, wait.
You filming that?
Yeah.
Did you order Uber? No, I ordered a mooser. Very similar.
Uber moose.
Uber mooser. Ja, tack.